The 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene. Quick summary and key takeaways. The 33 Strategies of War is a comprehensive guide that outlines timeless principles for navigating and winning in conflict, whether on the battlefield, in business, or in life. Greene draws on historical examples, philosophy, and practical advice to create a powerful manual for strategic thinking and overcoming adversity. This summary condenses each of the 33 strategies into an overview, emphasizing the key lessons and how they can be applied in various aspects of life. Part 1. Self-directed warfare. 1. Declare war on your enemies, the polarity strategy. Greene emphasizes the importance of identifying your enemies, whether internal, bad habits, self-doubt, or external, rivals, negative influences. Declaring war means committing to eliminating obstacles and focusing on your true goals. Key takeaway: recognize your opposition to clarify your path and maintain focus. 2. Do not fight the last war, the guerrilla war of the mind strategy. This strategy encourages avoiding repetition of past tactics. Adaptability is crucial because what worked before may not be suitable for new challenges. Key takeaway: be flexible in your thinking and constantly innovate your strategies. 3. Amidst the turmoil of events, do not lose your presence of mind, the counterbalance strategy. Stay calm and composed, even when surrounded by chaos. Greene emphasizes emotional control and clarity of mind, which lead to better decision-making in stressful situations. Key takeaway: cultivate inner calm and composure to navigate through crises. 4. Create a sense of urgency and desperation, the death ground strategy. When there's no retreat, people perform at their best. By placing yourself in high-stakes situations with no way out, you force yourself to excel and win. Key takeaway: push yourself to perform by creating urgency and a sense of necessity. Part 2. Organizational warfare. 5. Avoid the snare of groupthink, the command and control strategy. To avoid stagnation and flawed decision-making, encourage open communication and dissent in your team. Creativity and independent thinking should be nurtured. Key takeaway: avoid groupthink and foster innovation by valuing independent thought. 6. Segment your forces, the controlled chaos strategy. Greene advises organizing your resources and teams into specialized groups. This creates a focused, efficient organization with clear objectives. Key takeaway: break down large tasks into specialized units for more effective action. 7. Transform your war into a crusade, the moral strategy. Align your goals with a higher purpose to inspire loyalty and commitment from others. People are more motivated when they believe they are part of a greater cause. Key takeaway: inspire others by connecting your efforts to a broader, noble mission. Part 3. Defensive warfare. 8. Pick your battles carefully, the perfect economy strategy. Greene warns against engaging in every battle. You must conserve your energy and resources for the conflicts that truly matter and avoid unnecessary confrontations. Key takeaway: choose your conflicts wisely, don't waste energy on irrelevant issues. 9. Turn the tables, the counterattack strategy. Instead of reacting directly to an attack, use the opponent's energy and actions against them. Counterattack with strategy and precision when the time is right. Key takeaway: use the opponent's force against them by waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. 10. Create a threatening presence, the deterrent strategy. Project strength to discourage attacks. By creating the impression of power and potential retaliation, you prevent enemies from challenging you. Key takeaway: maintain a powerful and intimidating presence to deter enemies. 11. Trade space for time, the non-engagement strategy. Retreat can be strategic. Greene advises withdrawing or delaying actions to bide time, regroup, or allow circumstances to shift in your favor. Key takeaway: sometimes retreating and waiting is more powerful than immediate engagement. Part 4. Offensive warfare. 12. Lose battles but win the war, the grand strategy. Prioritize long-term success over short-term victories. Greene emphasizes that setbacks can be part of a larger plan for ultimate success. Key takeaway: focus on the long-term objective and accept short-term losses to win the war. 13. Know your enemy, the intelligence strategy. Understanding your enemy's strengths, weaknesses, and tactics is crucial. Detailed knowledge allows you to predict their moves and counteract effectively. Key takeaway: knowledge of your adversary gives you a decisive advantage. 14. Overwhelm resistance with speed and surprise, the blitzkrieg strategy. Act quickly and unexpectedly to catch opponents off guard. Speed and surprise can destabilize the enemy, allowing you to gain control before they can respond. Key takeaway: strike swiftly and without warning to destabilize your opponent. 15. Control the dynamic, the force strategy. Take control of the situation by dictating the pace and flow of events. Force your opponent to react to you, keeping them off balance and in a defensive position. Key takeaway: control the battlefield by making the opponent react to your moves. Part 5. Unconventional, dirty warfare. 16. Hit them where it hurts, the center of gravity strategy. Identify the most critical point of your enemy's strength and attack it. This could be their resources, leadership, or morale. Striking at the core weakens them significantly. Key takeaway: target your opponent's core strength to quickly dismantle them. 17. Defeat them in detail, the divide and conquer strategy. Break your enemy's forces into smaller, manageable parts, and defeat them one by one. This approach allows you to weaken a stronger opponent by isolating their components. Key takeaway: divide your enemy's forces or allies to make them easier to defeat. 18. Expose and attack your enemy's soft flank, the turning strategy. Find your opponent's weak spots and exploit them. Greene recommends flanking attacks to catch enemies off guard and force them into a defensive posture. Key takeaway: exploit vulnerabilities by attacking from unexpected angles. 19. Envelop the enemy, the annihilation strategy. Encircle your opponent, cutting off their escape routes. By surrounding them, you leave them no option but to surrender or face total defeat. Key takeaway: surround and isolate the enemy to force a surrender or decisive victory. 20. Maneuver them into weakness, the ripening for the sickle strategy. Subtly maneuver your opponent into a vulnerable position over time, making them easy to defeat. Greene advises patience, slowly positioning your enemy into a corner. Key takeaway: lead your enemy into a position of weakness before striking. 21. Negotiate while advancing, the diplomatic war strategy. Greene advises combining diplomacy with warfare. Even while pressing forward aggressively, you should be open to negotiations. This tactic can buy you time, weaken the enemy's resolve, or create a false sense of security. Key takeaway: negotiate strategically while maintaining your offensive push. 22. Know how to end things, the exit strategy. In warfare, business, or life, knowing when and how to end a conflict is critical. Greene emphasizes the importance of planning an exit strategy that allows you to leave on favorable terms, avoiding drawn-out battles that can weaken your position. Key takeaway: have a clear exit strategy to end conflicts on your terms, preventing unnecessary losses. 23. Weave a seamless blend of fact and fiction, the misperception strategy. Manipulating the perception of reality can be a powerful weapon. By blending truth with fiction, you can confuse your enemies and make them miscalculate their moves, thus giving you the upper hand. Key takeaway: control the narrative by mixing fact and fiction to mislead your opponent. 24. Take the line of least expectation, the ordinary extraordinary strategy. Surprise your enemy by doing what is least expected. Greene advises using deception and unconventional tactics to confuse your opponent, making them react to you in ways that you can predict and control. Key takeaway: use unexpected and unpredictable tactics to keep your enemy off balance. 25. Occupy the moral high ground, the righteous strategy. Appearing morally superior can provide a significant strategic advantage. By positioning yourself as righteous and just, you can rally support from others and weaken your opponent's credibility. Key takeaway: use moral superiority as a weapon to garner support and undermine your opponents. 26. Deny them targets, the strategy of the void. Frustrate your enemies by refusing to give them a clear target. Whether in warfare or in business negotiations, you can make yourself untouchable by being elusive and unpredictable, forcing your opponent to waste resources. Key takeaway: become elusive and deny your opponents the chance to attack effectively. 27. Seem to work for the interests of others while furthering your own, the alliance strategy. Forming alliances can be a double-edged sword. Greene advises creating alliances that seem mutually beneficial while ensuring that you ultimately gain the most. Play to others' interests to gain their cooperation, but always keep your own objectives in mind. Key takeaway: use alliances strategically to advance your own interests. Part 6. Dirty Warfare. 28. Give your rivals enough rope to hang themselves. The one-upmanship strategy: allow your rivals to make mistakes by giving them just enough leeway. Greene argues that this tactic lets them self-destruct, saving you the effort of directly confronting them. Key takeaway: let your opponents sabotage themselves by exploiting their overconfidence. 29. Take small bites. The fait accompli strategy. Rather than overwhelming your enemy with one massive strike, make incremental moves that go unnoticed until it's too late. Greene recommends a strategy of gradual encroachment to achieve your goals. Key takeaway: achieve your objectives incrementally, making small gains that add up to victory. 30. Penetrate their minds. Communication strategy. Winning a battle begins in the mind of your opponent. By using psychological warfare, you can confuse, intimidate, and control their perceptions, making them second-guess their decisions and lose confidence. Key takeaway: control the narrative and infiltrate the minds of your opponents. 31. Destroy from within. The inner front strategy. Weaken your enemy by causing internal strife. By fostering division or sowing doubt within their ranks, you can erode their strength without engaging in direct conflict. Key takeaway: undermine your opponent's strength by attacking from within, causing division and discord. 32. Dominate while appearing to submit. The passive aggression strategy. Appear passive or weak, but use that fake it to manipulate and control your opponent from behind the scenes. Greene explains that pretending to submit can provide a powerful position of influence. Key takeaway: use passive aggression to control and manipulate your opponent without direct confrontation. 33. Sow uncertainty and panic through sudden disruptions. The chain reaction strategy. Cause chaos and confusion by introducing sudden and unexpected moves that your opponent cannot anticipate. A well-timed disruption can have a ripple effect, leading to their collapse. Key takeaway: trigger a chain reaction of chaos and panic through sudden, disruptive actions. Conclusion. In the 33 Strategies of War, Robert Greene distills ancient and modern warfare tactics into applicable strategies for everyday life, business, and relationships. Each strategy offers a psychological and tactical approach to handling conflicts, overcoming obstacles, and achieving victory. By studying and mastering these strategies, individuals can navigate challenges, outsmart opponents, and lead themselves to success in any competitive environment. Final takeaway: these strategies provide practical tools for navigating the complexities of competition, conflict, and power dynamics in all spheres of life. Mastering them can give you the upper hand in any struggle. We recommend you read this book. Do not forget to subscribe to Zillionpro for more quick summary audiobooks.